What's up, guys? Rick from Rick's Rock School back for another lesson. Today we're doing Kiss. Yes, an epic solo of rock history. Ace Frehley solo in Love Gun. And it brings me back, and I had to do this video for a couple of reasons. First of all, my buddies over at the G-Stringers group on Facebook were like, Rick, you got to put out some Kiss lessons. Okay. And dude, shout out to the G-Stringers group. You guys are great. But that's not the real reason why I'm doing this today. The reason I'm doing this today is because I literally live in the shadow of a 30-foot Kiss billboard. Yes, on top of my apartment building, there is a 30-foot Kiss billboard. Like, Kiss is coming to Atlantic City, you gotta be there. So every single day I walk outside, I walk my dog Slug. You guys know from the Dog Coffee Guitar video, Sluggo is the man. We go outside, we look up, and there's a 30-foot Gene Simmons staring at us going, Rick, you gotta do the Love Gun video. It's not actually saying that, but you know, I talk to myself sometimes. So I look up at this thing and I'm like, I gotta do the Kiss video. And if you don't believe me, wait, check out the billboard. Look at this thing. This is magnificent. You got a 30-foot Gene Simmons, you got Atlantic City, you got the Hard Rock. That's fantastic. So yes, that's what I get reminded of every day. And it reminds me that Kiss is one of those bands that just like, that exemplified the childhood wonder that I had for rock and roll, like it was the WWF or Santa Claus or the Hanukkah Monster or something like that, you know. And it made me one of those bands that just made me love loud, guitar-driven rock and roll in the first place. And I think because of all of the monetization and all the action figures and things of that nature, like Ace Frehley's guitar playing kind of gets pushed aside by a lot of people, but it is quintessential hard rock guitar study, and I'm here to show you that. He taught me specifically one thing with this solo, and I learned this solo when I was much younger. He taught me to cure what I call noodle syndrome. Noodle syndrome is when we just kind of slop through our pentatonic scale without any kind of defined rhythm or purpose. So when I heard this, I was like, oh, he's sequencing, he's counting off numbers, particularly threes, and things, as you know, are inherently more interesting in threes. So we're gonna count triplets, eighth note triplets. You're gonna play 3 notes every beat on your pentatonic scale. So not only are you gonna learn this solo, but we're gonna cure noodle syndrome together. Let's do it, guys. We're in E minor pentatonic, and I should mention, we are tuned down a half step. Tuned down to E flat, but I'm going to speak as if we are in standard tuning. Okay, now we got that out of the way. Let's do it, guys. That opening lick. Now again, you have to, in order to get this right, stay light on the left hand. As I always say, don't dent the marshmallow. Stay light on that left hand. And on your right hand, stay light as well. Don't have a death grip on your guitar pick or you're going to falter with this. And we're alternate picking. You're going to go like this. G, E, G. 15, 12, 15 on the E string. 15, 12, 15 on the E, 12, 15, 12, A, E, E, the A note, the G note, and the A note again. So here's your pattern. After that, follow the pentatonic scale and that same idea. Pentatonic scale, E minor pentatonic, if you don't know, is 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, 15. So follow that with that pattern I just outlined. This should be a daily exercise that you play anyway. When I do my exercises, I'll go up chromatic scales, I'll run a chromatic scale, and then I'll run my sequences 3s, 4s, and 5s to a metronome. It's so important to help cure that noodle syndrome that we're talking about. So another thing we're gonna learn here is how to move to different positions of our E minor pentatonic scale. The second position, particularly on the G string, B string, and E string, is what I like to call the house. The house. Why do I call it the house? Well, it looks like one. Check this out. It's like a box with a little roof on it. That's why I call it the house. It helps my younger students visualize this scale, and it doesn't matter what age you are. It's going to help you visualize you thinking about the house. It's another great place to take out of that first position and we're going higher up on the guitar. We want to get all the way to the top to the 22nd fret. I'm going to give you the map, show you how here. So we got the 16th fret of the G, 15th fret, 17, 15, and 17. That's where this next piece is going to live right here. So we're going to go 17, 15, 17 on the B, 15E, 17B, and 15E. When we go on adjacent strings, when we go like E string, B string, E string, I'm picking inside the strings. So the guitar pick never leaves the space between those two strings. Down on the E, up on the B. Okay, so down on the E, up on the B, down on the E. Helps you stay real efficient. Here's our next position. Third position minor pentatonic is going to have us play here. And that's going to be the 19th fret of the E, the 17th, and then the 20th fret of the B. And I'm alternate picking. So, and we're going to go just 2 times there, 19, 17, and the 20B. So you get, and then we're going to go like this. 22E to the 19, to the 22 again, and then we're gonna bend that up to our root note E. It's gonna be from a D note to an E. And just take it for all it's worth. That's the climax of the solo. Then they're gonna play, he's gonna play this lick here, which is a straight out of the Chuck Berry playbook, guys. Form a bar chord and bend the G string. So the bar chord is gonna be the 12B and 12E. Get that harmony there. And you're gonna play that as a chord or a dyad or a double stop or whatever you wanna call it. 14G, we're gonna bend that up a whole step and then hit the E string. So 14G bends up a whole step and hit the E and the B. So you get this. And great lick, and this is actually going to bring us away from our pentatonic scale because we're going to add F sharp here. So now we've entered the diatonic zone. This chord, very jazzy, forms an E minor 9, a 14, 12, 12, and 14, that F sharp. It just takes us away from sounding so stereotypically pentatonic. And he goes like this. And that's going to be on the E string, 15E, 12E, 14. And then back to picking inside the strings, 12E, 15B, and 12E. So that's full tempo. Do it 6 times. You're gonna play that lick 6 times. Like I said, very Chuck Berry, the whole deal, 6 times. Now, after the 6th time, he's gonna go like this. So we're gonna go back to shredding up those pentatonic 3s, but in reverse. First, hit him with 4 Chuck Berries. So. And that's gonna be 15, 12E, 15B, 12E, 15B, 12. 15B, 12B, 14G, 12 fret B, 14G, 12, 14, 12, and then 14D. It's easier to just play it, actually play it fast instead of play it slow and just follow that pattern. Root note, and it's going to fade out. You know, some other licks probably here and there, but it's going to fade out from there, and it's rock out. This is one of the great rock anthems of all time. It's like real life action figures come to life. If they were real life action figures, this is the theme song. It's a lot of fun, guys, and remember always, it's supposed to be fun.